And starting the transmission. Okay. Uh, welcome to the Sunday. Usually Oda would be our church, would be our God that we'd pray to today, but alas, we have eye surgery. But we have been blessed with a trailer and with Bill today, who's my coworker. Thank you. Who has just caught up with One Piece. We also have this green cool kid is back, and of course,
Yay!
thank you. We'll hear from you. Yeah, I want to hear your opinions in this chapter because things are going crazy. And then we have the real captain of the ship. We have DarkBriton.
Oh, never mind. Boo!
Yeah, so the first thing I want to do is definitely harass Bill because you just started One Piece, and so I have some questions. But I'm going to change my little monitor here so I can get something One PC up. But yeah, so how long did it take you?
So it took me between really slowing down at Return to Fishman Island and Dressrosa just under a year. I started in July last year.
Okay.
And just caught up last week.
Huh. That's actually a better pace than a lot of people I know. So
yeah, just like those were like honestly like the two biggest sticking points. Like I gotta just take a break. These are kind of dragging on, but I can't imagine how both of those arcs would have gone if it was like if I was reading like week by week.
Yeah,
But then then you get to Wano and everything just picks up immediately after that.
Yeah, my God, freaking Dressrosa. I love that arc, but God damn, I really hated watching that.
Week to week.
Yeah, week to week. It literally was the arc that made me drop the anime.
Oof.
Well, that's the fun part because my adventures with One Piece, again, I'm a little bit older than everyone else. So when I was coming up and watching the anime, I would have to like wait for a while just because I came up during the time when you would have to go to certain websites, 4chan, to find like anime like edits and stuff for like one OP edits and stuff like that. So it would take for so long. So I just binge and had these amazing like binging times ever since like 2006, 7 when I made that jump. Like it's been like, all right, take a few months off and then have the greatest like 5-7 hours overnight. Just so much fun.
Yeah, I kind of agree with the opinion that One Piece is better binged than from week to week.
I love being week to week, but it is the hassle and a half. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
When did everybody catch up? Because I caught up, unfortunately, right at Dressrosa.
Because, let me think when I started catching up with manga. That was...
Well...
I stopped at the anime sometime during Dressrosa, so I think by then they were all ready to Zoe, so I think I caught up during Zoe or at the start of Whole Cake.
There you go.
So I can officially say I think I caught up when in my binging stages when the anime was in Impelled Down.
Ooh.
That I remember. I'll never forget this. I spoiled myself on Ace.
Oh man.
Yeah. And Drew, actually, I don't think I've ever told you this story. So I'm 20. I'm in the dorm, staying over the holidays for basketball and stuff. So I have the entire place to myself. So I'm just binging One Piece. Greatest time of my life. And in that time, they had just mentioned Pork Gasti Rouge, and I'm like, what does Ace's mom look like? Because I'm 21. So I look up Ace, and I just hit this deep dive, and all of a sudden I just see Ace, Luffy, not even brothers, so that was a thing. I kind of hit myself on that one. And then I got the Ace, deceased. It was just like, I just remember sitting just like, what did I just see? That can't be real. And yeah. So it was an interesting, I'd say week to week was Impel Down anime back in the day.
Yeah, I don't remember when I caught up with the anime. God.
Now, the manga, I would say I didn't even start reading until 2018, really?
Okay.
That was when I actually started reading the manga from the beginning, because I just downloaded the Viz app. and then I just slowly caught up.
Nice. Okay. Okay, Bill, I'm going to go to my notepad app here and ask you the first question, which is, what's your favorite arc?
Ooh.
Oh. And how about this? What is your favorite arc emotionally, and what is your favorite arc from, like, what has the best writing? Because it's so loaded, and even I'll admit that I can't answer that straightforward without having to.
Yeah, like
interesting split. Emotionally, I don't know. Emotionally, I kind of like Ennie's lobby just getting to Robin's scene. Like, I have some problems with Ennie's lobby,
fair.
but
Very fair.
But just seeing Robin's scene, especially seeing it in the anime, is just like, all right, yeah, no, this is like, all right, I'm secure, and just like, One Piece is for me. This is it. This is like, I loved Robin before that, but just like seeing that other side of her is, I don't know, just really did it for me. But in terms of overall, I don't know, for writing, I can't say Wano because that's too just recency bias.
Yeah.
I want to say Impel Down because I like when characters are like at their weakest, and so it was different seeing Luffy just like, not with the crew, getting poisoned, worrying about Ace and everything, and having to rely on Ivankov and everybody else to just help him get through things. And Buggy, most important character, Buggy, rely on Buggy and the pirates. So yeah, I think my two most favorites have been Enies Lobby and Impel Down.
I respect that a lot.
Yeah.
Especially because Buggy drove me nuts. I'll admit that. But then he became cool.
Cool. And after that, great answer. We now know that you're no fake. You're obviously a dedicated fan who took notes during the series, so we know that you're you know your stuff.
I mean, you got to hear me week by week at work. You got to hear all my dumb predictions. I got to see you. I got to see you just smirk whenever I talk about Ace.
What was the worst prediction that you had?
We had it on the board.
That you literally started reading, and then you're just like, "Wow, that didn't work."
Oh yeah, what was that?
Oh god, yeah, because we have a whiteboard at work, and we write our. I was writing my predictions as I was going through the series. In there,
Oh, dude, what about Shanks? There's somebody showing up at Wano. You thought somebody?
I thought Shanks was gonna actually I thought Shanks was actually gonna set foot on Wano during the arc at some point and confront Luffy.
What? You think
Shanks
was going to meet Luffy? Ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure someone in this chat had that. Someone in this call had those same thoughts. I'm pretty sure it may have been Cool Kid. That's why he's sounding like that.
I think it was me.
Definitely sounds. Oh yeah. It wasn't. It definitely wasn't me. I'm being honest. I do not even see Shanks meeting Luffy anytime soon. If he does.
Well, I think now that he's a Yonko, maybe now it's like, oh yeah, it's time. He's
what was my dumb recent prediction?
Oh yeah, sorry.
I think Shanks is secretly using Luffy to take out the other warlords or something by letting him get more powerful or something, but I'm not on that anymore.
Okay.
Evil Shanks, now that you're caught up, Evil Shanks has always been a hot theory.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he's had that attitude recently, so who knows?
I'm just thinking back to way back when I was even in high school. I think one of my dumbest predictions then was, I think Kid will ally with like some others and kill Shanks.
Oh.
I mean, he tried.
Didn't work.
Unfortunately.
In the arms of the angel. And this is from a Kid fan too. Like, my dad really was Kid like a few months ago.
Yeah, not gonna lie, biggest tale from Kid ever.
It's like they set him up to be so powerful, it's like, all right, yeah, Kid's awakened, he had his time to shine in Wano, and it's like, oh, he's gone now, of all times?
Yeah, and like Shanks, it wasn't just like, oh, he lost. No, he lost hard.
One hit KO. And that's the fun part that's why Egghead, and I'm trying so hard not to have recency bias with Egghead, but I'm sorry, this is S tier. Like, it's really hard to not have recency bias with Egghead, but just the backslash alone, it's it's top tier. It really is. Like everything going on with Kuzan and Garp now, oh my goodness. Whatever happens between Kuzan and Garp automatically makes this a cult classic. Automatically.
Like, not
Garp
gonna lie
has
to you.
named attacks, guys. Garp has named attacks for the first time in this frickin' series.
I
Like,
hadn't
come
even thought
on
about
now.
that.
Yeah, everything else
Yeah.
has been like a
I've
light
been
tapping.
waiting 18 years for Garp to say a named attack. That's how long I've been waiting for.
Love it, love it.
Garp and Shanks in the same arc.
In the same, oh god. Well,
I
Shanks
mean-
only gave me one, and it's frustrating because it was the same one as, it was Roger's attack.
Oh, what was that? Yeah. here
Divine
we go.
Departure.
Divine Departure. Let me look that up. Divine Departure.
That's why it hit so hard. It was because it was Roger's attack. But I'm also like, what else do you have, Ferdinand?
Don't worry. He has a special move somewhere of his own, maybe.
Dude, I know we're everywhere with the conversation. I apologize, but now that we're on the Shanks conversation and
God.
Shanks' family, I know there's at least one, and it's not the commander or whoever, but there's one Shanks relative that is about to cause some smoke, and I am so for it. Like Katakuri, Yamato levels of hype. I am so excited for this person. You know Oda has one in the Holy Knights that we're all just going to be like, okay, this is our guy. We love him forever. Or her. Or them. We don't know nowadays. Oda's just everywhere.
Interesting. So now I'm thinking, since this guy has been executed, Mjolnir,
Yeah.
since he has been executed, the other is gonna be is Shanks's legacy Figureland. Is he gonna send that particular person you're talking about to go after either Leo and Sai, or just to go after Luffy directly?
Really interesting. Because Leo and Sai won. Awesome panel, by the way. I still remember Googling. But they said straight up, we're doing this in the name of the Straw Hats. Oh, I love
Might bite them in the butt later.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely going to bite them in the butt. But I still love that. Well, let me put it this way. That directly put the Holy Knights in opposition to the Straw Hats. Yes. So, thematically, that is going to bite them in the butt. But they were coming for the smoke anyway. So, I just want to know how many in the Holy Knights completely trashed all the Power Scalers lists. Because you know that there's at least one, maybe two, that no one was planning for. And now it's like, all right, who's stronger? And they're just going to eat themselves alive.
Man, I don't know.
I don't want any part of the fight. I just want to watch it happen.
No predictions. Take it as it is. See you get steamrolled.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
just can't wait, man.
Let-
And now
let's-
that we have,
Yeah.
we have so much to it. Where you
I
at,
actually
girl?
have this discussion at the end of this, so I have.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry,
I
I'm
just took a
sorry.
note.
Yeah. We'll save that for later then.
I just took a note on where we ended that, so we'll come back to it. Okay. What character has grown the most? Do you feel?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say this with a caveat: is Sanji up until Pudding reset him,
Oh.
where I don't know, just seeing him grow during Whole Cake, and then was like super interesting. It's like, oh, Sanji being like genuine instead of constant horny, but now he's lost all his memories of the events of Whole Cake, and he's kind of back to his normal self. But I don't know. It was interesting seeing Sanji just take a different kind of turn like that. I liked seeing him during that whole arc.
Fair. I do think destroying the
Fair.
raid suit finished off what the thread line that you're talking about, though. So I do think that him destroying the raid suit, spoiler alert, right? Does actually finish up that kind of thread of like who he is and who he wants to be, as well as him or Oda really throwing in the fact that did he actually hit a woman, and we're all just like, did he actually hit a woman?
Right.
Like, that was, like, really good storytelling for us to be able to try and figure out. Like, no, would he? but he's
Yeah,
becoming.
that
So
was
to
an
your
emotional
point,
week.
that access, that his humanity as it is, I guess you could say.
Yeah, Sanji's still my answer, but it's just like, I kind of wish he kind
Oh, I
of
agree.
kept that during the memories of Whole Cake, but no, I still got to say Sanji.
Yeah, I could get behind that answer. Honestly, if I didn't answer it, it would have been Brooke, because I just did not care about him when he first entered the story.
That's fair.
Brooke. Interesting.
I eventually grew to like him, but I just did not care when he
According to
first
Bill,
appeared.
Brooke is my favorite character. Bill has got me like 2 different Brooke statue things I have in my office. I have 2 things of Brooke's.
Sorry. I mean, I like Brooke now. I just did not care about him during Thriller Bark. Okay.
He's my favorite.
Oh, that's very fair.
Yeah, no, but he's kind of just one note during Thriller Bark, but I think after that is.
Yeah. He definitely makes his impression later.
Bark was interesting just because the very beginning and the very end were so cool, but then all through the middle, like I would fall off during the binges, and I would just like come back to it sometime later, and then everything else happened. And you're like, all right, now the Laboon thing happened, and someone from the Viz generation then had to go back to the beginning and had to figure out what all was happening because Viz cut out Laboon for some reason.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Yeah. The 4Kids stuff.
Oh, the dub. Okay.
So
Yeah, the 4Kids stuff, I do not know why. They completely cut out, Laboon and everything, but yet they still did filler arcs.
Yeah, they cut out Laboon and Little Garden.
Yeah,
So,
dude.
That was confusing.
Insane.
That was very
These characters
confusing.
that will definitely not show up again ever.
Well,
Yeah,
Usopp
definitely not important.
Well, Usopp was convincing the Giants in Innie's lobby, and he starts giving off these like very accurate laughs, and I'm like, when the hell did we ever meet these people? So I had to do my restart. That was my first restart.
Man, freaking God, dude, I'm just trying to think about this. Like, even if 4Kids got all the way to that point, how much retconning they would have had to do?
At Marineford?
No, Annie's lobby. Because they completely skipped that arc, and also Marineford, God, there's no way in hell they would have been able to do that.
Wait.
The 4Kids version was the first I ever saw of One Piece, and I tried watching a couple episodes back in the day. I was like, okay, this isn't for me. I'm gonna try something else. But like, where did 4Kids get up to?
It got to literally right before Jaya.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think if they had continued, One Piece would have been cancelled.
Yeah.
Well,
So what
That was
happened?
a weird arc, a really weird filler. Cool,
Yeah, really weird filler, but basically from what I know, so they stopped in Jaya, and then almost immediately they switched to the Funimation team, and they've been doing it ever since.
Yeah, but they didn't retcon, so if you didn't go back and figure that out, you continue on. You hear Usopp convince these giants with these weird, accurate voices, and then you get to arguably a moment that makes me love Laboon even more now because I didn't get that experience was, we know that way. And I'm like, wait! Had to go back and fall in love with Laboon.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really weird. Wow. Yeah, cool. I know it's hard to know. Like, I'm like, man, I want to answer these questions too. Damn it.
The question: What are your thoughts? Favorite? Who has grown the most? Because
a good question
Whole Kid
for
took it a different way.
Yeah.
Because it's who grew the most for him instead
Bill,
of in the story.
who do you think has grown more, Buggy or Robin?
Ooh. Wow.
Buggy. It's got to be Buggy.
I gotta agree. The dude's an emperor. I'll never forget that moment. I ran out of this room.
The dude's
What
an
did you say?
emperor and a motivational speaker.
Oh yeah. That
Do
too.
you think Robin's been frozen in time after Thriller Bark, basically?
Robin is such like an interesting and important character to the story of One Piece, the lore of One Piece, but like I always want to see more of her. It's like Oda constantly flips between like a billion different things at once. And he's like, she has that history with the world government. She knows the secrets of Ohara. She knows so much, but it's just like I like when she chimes in with a little of her, her dark humor from time to time. It's like, I want to see more of her. She's my favorite character, and I want to see more.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with that sentiment, but I think it's more than anything. Like, it's obvious Oda does want to give some focus onto her, but he's got to flip through, like, a million different things, and sometimes he just can't.
He's got a big boner for Buggy right now.
I mean, I'm on board. I agree. Buggy's the best character. All hail Buggy, but
First streamer in One Piece, man. Yeah, had his first live stream during Marineford.
Oh,
Still
right.
causing so much anxiety. I hated. That's one of the moments where I was like, dude, my anxiety went through the roof during that. Oh, Buggy.
Well, here's a bet I'm gonna put on everybody else.
Yeah.
Will Buggy either be the first to reach the One Piece, or somebody else will reach the One Piece first, but he claims the title of the Pirate King?
Where's Bullet when you need him?
I honestly think that Luffy is going to be the Pirate King in his little circle of friends, but to the rest of the world, it looks like it's Buggy.
Okay.
No.
Kind of.
What?
Buggy literally is the encompassing of perspective in One Piece. Like, we as the fans are just so blessed that we have this understanding. Hell, I remember when people were like, oh, the emperors are downgraded because Buggy's an emperor now. Oh, that was an actual conversation in the community. Frustrating.
Yeah, but I think that was more of power scaling people.
But
yeah,
Buggy's not
but that was
necessarily...
also more perspective, though. We have the perspective that he's a joke. Everyone in the world that they live in literally sees this dude as overseeing Crocodile and Mihawk. We know that's not true. The world does. So that's what I mean by, like, perspective-wise, Luffy can still be the king of the pirates, but I do think it's going to be Buggy, and that the world sees as the next king.
He's the Mr. Satan of One Piece.
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh god, he is the Mr. Satan of One Piece. Thank you for that. Yes, he is.
Don't you think it's more that it's ego for him against Shanks, that he doesn't actually want to be the king of the pirates, he just wants to, stand up against Shanks, basically? Like, don't you think that's more likely than him actually being king of the pirates? Because I don't know, that would make more sense to me than him, like, actually becoming it. But I do imagine, like, a four-way battle.
I mean, he's still got that like soft spot rivalry as shown in that flashback.
That was beautiful, by the way. Like, that was some of the best development. That's why I can definitely say he developed more than Robin, because that little bit of backflash right there where he's like, wait, you don't want to be it? Dude, screw you. You lost my map, and I hate you. And, like, he holds that grudge 20 years later. That was brilliant. Like, that was absolutely brilliant.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
I'm just going to be quiet.
I think he truly wants to be the king of the pirates. The thing I'm thinking is, does him finding the One Piece, him being the first to find the One Piece, does that automatically make him the pirate king? Or, like, what does it mean to be the pirate king? Is it just finding the One Piece?
Yes.
What does it mean to be Pirate King?
No, well, when you find the One Piece, you become the Pirate King. Right?
Supposedly.
It's only happened one time, so it's not like we have, like, every time someone's found the One Piece there. No, it's happened one time and they slapped the title to him. Mostly to try and take away from his name being a D, from the sound of it.
Oh, yeah.
Buggy D Clown.
So that is the thing, because, like...
Buggy D Clown.
So the government, that's the title the government gives you when you find the One Piece, maybe.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah, most certainly.
Okay.
Is it the government or the news, the media?
Goddamn you big news Morgans. Fake news.
Morgan's going to be right there at Laughtail, and Buggy's going to be the first person to enter the frame of his photo.
I know.
Oh, my
another
God.
reason why I think that, because he will definitely shift it. Because Buggy would be an even bigger name than Luffy. Like, let's be honest. That's why he would definitely rework that.
Buggy has his
somehow.
booby prize, John's treasure. I mean, he has John's treasure to look forward to, not the what. You know what I mean? Like, he has a booby prize.
He used
Oh
to.
yeah, used to.
He used to. He's going for it now. Shanks. The fact that Shanks is moving.
Armband. He has the armband.
Do we know Buggy's lineage?
I don't think so. No.
I swear, if this dude turns out to be some godsend.
Oh my god.
Is his name not
Clown
Buggy
Gang.
the Clown? Or is it Buggy the Clown or Buggy the Clown?
It's Buggy the Clown.
The joke
Secret
is
Lunarian.
Oh, of course.
That'd be no.
Emu's long lost brother.
Don't be silly.
Oh my god.
That's Luffy because he can spring fire out of his hand. No.
There we go.
Sure.
Boy.
Okay. Next question on my
what
list
else you got?
is, what is your favorite unsolved mystery?
All of them are still unsolved.
Yes.
Which is the funniest part for someone who just caught up too.
It's an easy answer.
Ooh.
With the big damn hat.
Oh
Yeah. Dang, I
Oh.
completely forgot about that hat.
And it could
Well
be that Emu is so short that's just a normal size hat.
Yeah,
Emu
maybe
was a
that's
Tantata, confirmed.
Emu's a Tantata? Oh my god.
Okay. If that was
Wait,
me, I would
wait.
laugh my ass off.
Emu does have. Wait, the Tentatas are very close with the Nefataris. Just saying. Joking. They definitely.
You know how
Hopefully.
Emu sounds like a kid a little bit? Don't all the Tontatas sound like kids a little bit?
They do actually.
I would love to see the anime with Emu having a Tontara's voice.
Oh my god.
No, wait,
Sounds
Tontatas have
ridiculous.
those tails, don't they? So, unless you cut off his tail.
I
But then
mean,
we
we all know
already
what Emu really looks
consider
like.
it
Emu's
silhouette.
nothing in silhouette, so, you know.
You heard it first here. Emu is the Tontata theory.
50
has-
Tontatas in a trench coat.
What a great Sunday.
Tontata.
My god. Such a ridiculous theory.
We love it. But wow. So, yeah, do you have any thoughts on like what the hell that hat could be? Obviously, it's like a giant hat, right? It's like the thing's
No,
giant.
because it's presented with such importance. Doflamingo is losing his mind over it. But what is it? We've gotten like nothing on it.
Like, if I had to give
It is
a
covered in
legitimate
something.
guess, I would probably say it's Joyboy's hat, but that's literally all I can think of.
Is Joyboy a giant? What's
I mean, we don't know. We barely know anything about Joyboy.
What if let's go? Let's continue with the Emu is a Tontara theory. What if it is a normal sized hat, but then because Emu is a Tontara, from the perspective we see it as a giant hat.
It's all in perspective, man.
All right, let's look
I'm
at
on
that
board,
panel
I'm
That's
on
again.
board.
all about Oda. That's the crazy part.
Frozen.
So wait,
Mm.
since you are, oh, go ahead.
You know what?
Mm.
That he doesn't look at. It's not that crazy when I'm looking at it again. Let's see.
I
Let's look at
mean,
the
Tontara
way,
build.
like the throne
I'm
when
trying
he's
to
on
think.
the throne.
So my other dumb theory I remember having about this hat is it alive? Is it frozen because it's alive?
Oh, shit.
You
So-
never know nowadays.
Alive as in it has a double fruit, similar to the way this guy's sword has a double fruit.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Or someone frozen in their hat no me form.
Ooh, okay. That sounds very interesting.
I hope that's not the case.
Well, is it a
I mean-
trophy for defeating Joyboy though? Like that's what it seems like to me. It's
That
like-
I could see that.
'cause,
Yeah. I feel like that's an honest, guess.
because straw hats are decomposable, right? Like they don't last. So I don't know.
Oh.
Because
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
the idea
Mm.
that like I think I've said this before, but I like the idea like the straw hat is like the symbol for the D clan's king. Like the straw hat is the hat of the farmer, of the average man, right? And like so like the king wearing the hat of his people, the straw hat. I feel like that would be some great symbolism and like but they're giant. I don't know. Maybe they're giant. Joy Boy was a giant, and this little hat's just like a recreation of that. Same
I mean,
ideology.
Joy
Joy
Boy
Boy can be kind of-
doesn't have to be a giant. I mean, there's plenty of humans that are tall as hell.
Well, also Luffy just showed us that Joyboy can be become a giant. Because Joyboy is the Nika Nika no Mi.
Right. So Joy Boy is a giant.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, but wait. The Nika Nika is the sun god, and then Joy Boy had the sun god fruit, right? And which made it the Joy Boy fruit? No, wait, let me look.
So is the human fruit Ningen no Nika star, right?
Nika.
Let's just say Zoe was saying Joyboy has awakened. Joyboy is here. So that's why I'm assuming it's the Nika Nika no Mi is Joyboy. Because the Nika Nika no Mi is what brings a smile to everyone's faces. It's the liberator. It brings joy to everyone. It's the Joy Boy.
Interesting.
I thought Nika is the name of the.
Nika is the name of the mythical
Sun-
warrior
sun
that was
god.
once referred to as sun god.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
But they bring
The
joy
sun
to
god
everyone
Nika.
through liberation. The sun god Nika is the liberator who brings joy to everyone's faces. Joy Boy.
So did his devil
Oh!
fruit show up like after he whatever happened to
That's my
Nika? If
question.
he died or whatever happened?
The whole devil fruit conversation is dreams. It's not dreams. It's science. It could be science. The fact that they taste horrible is a huge clue that I still can't figure out 18 years later. I just don't know.
Well,
I really don't.
it tastes bad because it's not a real fruit. It's like he's like eating flesh or something. Oh man,
Well,
this is
that's-
great like AI animation, or maybe it's like a real animation, but like of a devil fruit, and it's like all stinky, and it's like pulsing,
Ugh.
and it like looks like it has a
Ooh.
heart.
Well, that's the thing. All we know is that they taste bad.
Yeah, they like taste like
All we
sandy
really
or
know.
something.
Yeah, so it's like and now that Vegapunk is talking about all this, the history of it, and how they came into being. I don't think he said created. I think he said came into being. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's all that.
Here's a question, because I obviously do not know my One Piece lore as much, but did devil fruits exist before the Void Century?
We don't know.
That is
Like,
exactly
what we know
literally,
is
we
Toki.
barely know anything about the Void Century.
Toki
So
is the
any-
closest thing we've ever had to the Void Century, and now she gone.
Oh no,
Gone.
and we have Emu. Emu is part of the Void Century, so we have Emu as well.
Yeah,
He
maybe.
No, it's not
He caused the Void
the
Century.
robot. The giant armor. Is it the giant machine?
Yeah, the giant rogue, yeah.
I want Toki back.
on Egghead?
Look, Toki could come in from a parallel timeline.
She did.
The-
Oh, this finally
Was it a parallel timeline? It was just, I think, from the past, right?
Yeah, if we start doing different timelines, I don't know about One Piece.
No, One
that-
Piece. It can't do timelines. You're totally right. That's
No.
why those devil fruits are either, are just going forward in time, right? We don't have like a. Oh God. Damn.
Yeah, because even with her devil fruit, she can only jump forward in time.
Or you can tell the future.
And she told it.
Yeah, I feel like that's like, a decent restraint,
Oh,
it's not like Toki could travel backwards in time or anything.
You could.
Toki
hit
just
someone in
seems
the
so
future.
important to leave behind in that arc.
Yeah,
Oh, I know.
It's like,
I
yeah,
know,
it's like the concept of someone jumping from that period in time up to the, slightly modern age, and then it's like, all right, why? What was going on then? What was
I just
happening in
want to know
Wano?
what the fruit is.
Waiting for Luffy, and then she met the heartthrob Odin instead.
We just need to know where the fruit is because it's been reincarnated somewhere on Wano potentially. So
Yeah, that is the big mystery.
there's that. Well, actually, here's a question for you. Unless Drew, can I ask a question or?
You can, but wait, what fruit would be on Wano?
Toki's fruit, because she died on Wano.
Yeah, no. She at the she's jumping forward.
Like, look, there's two options. She's one, actually dead and her Delvert's hid somewhere, or two, she, went to the future.
But completely missed everything when she was talking about the prophecy of 20 years, which is kind of a lull if she did.
She jumped right to the final panel of One Piece, and that's where we'll see her.
It's like, dang it, I missed the bell! No! Did we win?
Yeah, well, I like the idea like she wants to jump forward and see her children like at different stages, like right before she dies. So she's gonna like jump. She's gonna jump like 8 times in 5 minutes. You know, like right when he's like about like when he's like to her 30. So she's gonna or what I don't know. That'd be interesting. It's like right before you die, like jumped ahead in the future just to see your children.
Traumatizing at all. Kind of like their grandpa just being like, "Hey guys, how's it going? You know everything that just happened? Yeah, I could have helped out."
Yeah.
Yeah, oh my god.
Did nothing, but it was fun to watch.
Dude, I'm still upset over that.
Yeah, your guys are like starving and being hunted alive.
Oh my goodness. All right. What are the questions you got, Drew?
That's it. I mean, I have more, but go ahead.
Oh,
Actually, wait a minute. Can I give a question to you, Bill?
What's up?
Okay, so I am actually really curious. So, what's the, I guess, first arc of One Piece that really got you into it?
like, this is different.
Yeah. Because, some people have different points. For me, it was Baratier.
Mm-hmm. I'm teetering between Arlong Park and honestly, of all things, Drum Island. I enjoy Drum Island.
Oh, yeah. Drum Island, underrated arc.
Kureha and Chopper were just a lot of fun during that, and
Oh, God. Yes.
Drum Island's the reason I asked you the personal versus like thematical one, because Drum Island is my top arc personally.
oh, nice.
Yeah. I kind of agree with that. I don't know what would be my favorite arc, though.
It's like, yeah, because like sometimes I think Arlong Park just for finally giving more of a character to Nami during that part, but I think just everything having to do with Drum Island more so than that I enjoyed.
Okay.
Barate, as far as writing, was like when I was like, oh, this is different kind of writing. Drum Island was like I fell in love, but Barate was. I remember Zeph's speech about Luffy having that determination. That's where I was kind of like, this is very different, and I had that conviction to it that I was really looking for.
So now there's more pressure for the live action show to do it justice.
God, I hope
man.
don't ruin Baratier.
I mean, Bill, you just gave me a softball to go to the next thing, but do we want to ask Bill more questions?
Does anyone got any more questions for Bill?
Segrain, you got anything?
Well, so my question, So, did you start from scratch with the manga, or was it like, oh, you've caught up with the anime and then you continued using the manga? You continued you started following the manga then?
So it was actually kind of a reverse of that. I started with the manga, and then Drew would tell me the best scenes to like watch animated. And sometimes it was like, all right, if I have like some downtime during work, I'm gonna put like the anime on in the background to just keep going forward, then pick up on in the manga where that episode left off. So, but I really haven't seen all that much of the anime, so it's been mostly the manga the whole time, like 99% manga.
It's so sick at work. We have like a big TV between us, and like there's just One Piece playing, and then like people come to the office and they're like, "Oh, cartoons, nice."
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, for just anyone, I probably would recommend them to just read the manga. It's honestly a way better experience. Honestly, I probably would say that with most things. Say that with Dragon Ball or Naruto or One Piece.
True. It really depends on how you really take in your medium. Some people aren't big readers, and I can get that. So One Piece gets kind of daunting then, if you just want to do it in the anime perspective. So
I think for me, in terms of like the two mediums, like I think like one of the complaints I have with the manga, at least, is that Oda loves his crowd shots, and you can like some of those just get drowned out in just like an illustrated format, where like you sometimes you need the anime just like help flesh like what's going on in that scene.
very true.
Yeah.
All right, Samurai Joe, I think you're good for number.
Well,
Before you move on, last question. Or I should say last couple of questions. First, favorite character and favorite backstory.
My favorite character, I mean, I might combine these into one. It might be Robin. I just really like Robin. I like her whole backstory in there. I love the story of O'Hara and her being, the survivor and just doing all this dirty work while she's trying to survive and grow up, and then, meeting the Straw Hats and finding a new purpose for herself. I really, really like all that.
Best waifu in anime.
I think, is there anyone else that would come close? No, I gotta stick with Robin.
Yes. I need to get
I
you
see
that mouse
Drew
pad.
bringing up the trailer.
Yes. Okay. So Green, do you have a trailer? I mean, you could watch it on the stream, I guess, but it's just gonna be super ass lagged. You just want to watch the trailer on your own, and then we can talk about it here, and then have your reaction after. Or should we like listen in on your breaths as you're watching it?
I mean, you could probably just share the screen on Discord.
Okay, let's see. I'm not big on the live reactions, like with the breath and all the reactions.
So watch it by yourself, and then come back and be like, "Yo, this, and this." Want to do that?
Okay. I mean, I guess that's fair.
Okay, and then because we'll go frame by frame while you're doing that. Okay. So the live action. Okay, we got the first bit of crowd feedback when someone said that the crowd didn't like it, but then that was fake. So then now this thing hit, and it's people are anxious to see what the hell Luffy looks like, and from what I can see, the internet is somewhat happy. They don't like the CGI, but everyone's pretty pleased with how some things are coming out here. But obviously, with every comment is the next one of reserved enthusiasm, because we've seen Kawaii Bebop. And so Wayne, you got any thoughts?
Well, as we jump in, I do definitely want to throw in the fact that I understand a lot of people's like nitpicks because they love the story. I love the story. My fandom is literally the age of most fans now. But you have to go in just thinking that this is something completely different in the same vein. Like, I've been laughing and giggling about a line that happened between Zoro, Luffy, and Nami that would never have happened in the manga because Luffy's not that perspective. But this version of Luffy does have a little bit of perspective about him. Like the fact that you should always say this when they call out your moves. Like that kind of stuff. I appreciate that in this version because the Luffy that I love can't really be translated to this category in a way that I want.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I guess for me to kind of just jump in here, the thing that people who are like, that they just don't think the comedy is working is, well, the comedy in like, I guess, the One Piece manga is more, I guess, comical, cartoony in kind of a way. And you can't really do that in live action. So, I at least have to give it the appreciation that they're still trying to keep some kind of comedy, but change it so it can work in this medium.
Adapting the spirit of One Piece more than just frame for frame.
Yeah. I can at least give it to that, and I mean, at least visually, everything looks great.
I want to see some more crowd shots. That's the only thing I'm a little hesitant on is because the uniforms I saw, like they're like, oh yeah, there's a hand stitched, and I don't know. The some of the costumes did look a little cosplay-y, but I know that the whole movie's gonna be like that.
They'll look worn in.
No, full show. Sorry.
Yeah.
But Segrane's done. Segrane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
First impressions and thoughts, unfiltered. Segrane.
Yep.
So, I don't know if this is because, like, my bias is more towards, like, the way the anime visuals are, with all the crazy animation, that a lot of it, I think, is literally impossible to implement in the live action. Some of the stuff just seem a bit cringe to me.
What was the most cringe thing that you're thinking about right now?
Okay.
So like the way Luffy is acting, like the goofy Luffy you'll see in the anime, and like your head is trying to run the voice, like especially in Japanese, the voice and the goofiness, and then you try to process that in English, and with a real person, you are seeing a real person talking like that. There's just a bit of disconnect for me, even though like the visuals, I would say I don't see any issue. I don't see any problem with that. It seems okay.
Yeah. So at 1 minute 13, I think you guys are gonna be able to hear it, but maybe not. But at 1 minute 13, they do the joke.
All great fighters.
Okay.
All great fighters call it their finishing moves. Do you think that's something that Luffy would say?
Not necessarily like in the manga story. I don't think Oda would even remotely make a joke like that.
Yeah, but what's
Because
the
it's
spirit
part of
Luffy?
the medium. Calling out your moves is part of just all anime and media. Like, that's why the transition would be so weird. Zoro literally cannot call out his moves because he has a freaking sword in his mouth. Like, that's not going to be applicable. So Luffy is literally going to be the only one calling out moves this entire story.
Dude,
I think Usopp is also the other character who would call it moves the most with his different shots.
Well, seeing as they're best boys, I could see Usopp joining in that and being like, I see that.
Sanji.
His only...
I'm interested to see Sanji's kick. I need to see what that looks like. Cause that,
Oh yeah, they didn't show any of Sanji's kick.
that can also be very cringe very quickly, depending on how they do that.
Yeah, depending how they do it.
He's gonna look more like Hong Kong action movie, or
There you go.
Honestly, if they go for a Hong Kong action movie, I would be into that actually.
Well, Randy Troy said that it was like Marvel humor. And I think that's what this is too, but I also think it is within the line of Luffy, just Americanized basically.
Yeah, I could kind of get that.
At 11 seconds, we
Yeah?
see the Mary and Luffy's hat and his shirt from the color page, so there's some things to talk about. First of all,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about the hat. Okay, look at this hat. It's very deep. It's a deep straw hat, and we have seen deep straw hats before on anime Luffy. Let's see, Luffy straw hat. But yeah. How do we like the straw hat?
I think it's fine. I mean, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think people were expecting it to be, I don't know, maybe like a little smaller or something. But I think it's fine.
yeah, it's practical. It's it looks like the straw hat to me. I think honestly it would look worse if it was any more shallow, or any shorter at all.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. That's fair. But hey, I at least have to appreciate that Luffy isn't just wearing the same shirt the entire series. At least he's, changing outfits.
Mhm.
'Cause I do actually like the little Hawaiian shirt that he wears in that shot.
Yeah, and it feels like something Luffy would wear too.
Well,
Yeah.
and whenever they're gonna be able to do a costume change, they're gonna rock it, and they have all of Oda's color pages to work from. So
Oh yeah.
and, because what they're doing is they're picking everything that's canon, and what's canon is the color, color locks, whatever, is anyway. So they have
As
a
someone
lot of
who
picks.
still has my ticket shoved away in a drawer somewhere from Dragon Ball Evolution years and years ago, we can't complain about the costumes here.
Like, look. Okay, we can't keep complaining about Dragon Ball Evolution. It's a bad movie and a bad adaptation. Okay.
Oh, I thought you had a point.
Okay. If I gotta say anything, the only thing I like about that film is the casting for Master Roshi, and that's basically it. Everything else sucks.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he worked as Master Roshi, but
Yeah, unfortunately,
film.
everything else about the film just kind of sucked. And I mean, to be fair, even the writer admitted that he was like, "Yeah, I just kind of phoned it in."
Great.
there's an earlier draft of that script online where it is just so much worse. So we got a bomb, but we avoided a much bigger bomb with that movie.
Fair.
Okay, 11 seconds. Also, the Mary. I just want to go back to this because I just want to keep going with the teaser stuff. So look at the underneath the railing. There's ornate carvings in the, what do you call that? Like, it's basically the deck trim right there, like under it. And it's huge. And we got an angry Mary. We have horns coming down and up on the side instead of I think the other one on the original Mary, it wasn't that horn carving stuff. It was just like a solid piece of wood. It's a meaner and ornate, and it looks better. It's what a real craftsman would try to make.
I think the ornate works for it because what was her name? Kaya? Is it Kaya from Syrup Village?
Yeah.
Kaya,
rich family. I think a ship with that kind of trimming would work for something like that.
yeah, that would make sense. And plus, of course, Mary has to make his own masterpiece. Wait, is the guy who makes it named Mary?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I never figured out if he was a mink or not.
That would be
no.
hilarious. That would be absolutely hilarious if we met a mink in Syrup Village.
Well, also remember
I doubt it, but
also the Tang brothers and whatever.
they
Jaya.
might. They're more than likely minks.
I could believe they were minks.
And what about the Meowbin brothers? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Oh my god.
Definitely the Jaya were definitely minks.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That we
Yeah.
met minks that early.
But yeah. So you heard about in Japan, people were like, "Why is the Mary so angry?" They didn't like it. But
Yeah, I can kind of get behind that, but I don't know. I'm not really bothered by it.
oh my god, nobody just realized. Okay, in 17 seconds. Okay, we have the going. Oh, the going Mary is that the Barati. I am so stupid. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's,
I was like, is that before or after? But of course it's before. I don't know why I said
I
that.
really don't think it looks too angry. It just looks like a sheep like bleeding or something.
Yeah, I was about to say, it
Yeah.
doesn't-
I think it's just got its mouth open.
What
I
word
don't
did you
think
say? Bleeding. Yes.
That's what
Bleat.
sheeps do.
Amazing.
BLEAT. Bleat.
Yeah, I just think it just has its mouth open. And actually, I think I did see like a very early set picture of it with the mouth closed, and it looks fine. But I just like the mouth open more.
I think I do too. Now I'm looking at it. Mouth closed would be a little like muted.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Oh,
So,
boy.
The Mary is a ship, right?
It's just a boat, bro.
No, I mean like.
It's just a boat, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah,
we'll move
I mean
on.
like the sunny, the sunny like is like you can call it a lion because the head like it looks like a lion. The Mary is a sheep, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
if that's what you mean. Yes, yes. By pure
Yeah, yeah,
size
yeah.
and yes, capacity. Yes. I was just
Yeah.
like, they both are boats. Yes.
It's
Like,
it's a.
what are you getting at?
Well, no, it's a running carousel. Wait, no, what is it? It's a
I'm sorry.
Caravel.
caravel.
Car-
Oh.
Caraveo.
Caravel. Okay, and then at 22 seconds, we see the set of the Marine Island where we'll see Axe-Hand Morgan.
That's going to be the big one. Is Axe-Hand Morgan going to be like a regular sized person who's just tall, or is he going to be like 10 feet
His
tall?
actor looked pretty tough.
I mean, like, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I feel like they aren't going to, like, just like take the actor and like, I don't know, like enlarge him on post screen or whatever. I just think they're just probably going to keep the, like tall people that play tall characters.
That's a really good point, but yeah, no, that's like so much hard work. I mean, that's why Lord of the Rings is so impressive, is that they can get
Like,
two different sized people to interact with each other. It's really hard.
yeah, it's really hard, and like like one bad example I can think of is Gods of Egypt. God, that effect looks so awful.
Check it out.
It's the kind of thing where you can just tell someone is kind of just CG green screening around.
Yeah,
Like,
there's
no chemistry between the actors. Things like look almost like different frame rates sometimes when they do that.
yeah. Which, thank God they didn't give Usopp a prosthetic.
Well, between the nose and Sanji's eyebrows, it's like
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what I mean,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
about the nitpicking stuff. I would have loved to see the curly eyebrow, but that would have been a nightmare in producing.
Okay, yeah. let's go to
Usopp,
Sanj.
he's the liar. Like, his nose is like a core theme of the jokes. Heck, that's what's used to just. How are they gonna get between him and Kaku if they make it to any lobby? Like,
Oh
that-
God.
like that's
Oh,
what I
God.
mean. Like, those type of. But I completely understand why they did not make that a prosthetic. Like, that's what I mean by like the nitpicking and understanding that this is its own. As long as they get the character interactions, which for me is One Piece, that's all I care about.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As long as they have that dynamic together, that is authentic, that's all I care about, and it feels like that already.
Yeah, and then did you see like the reactions of the cast?
Oh, Luffy's Inaki started crying, and that made me start crying.
Oh man, dude. Man, he's definitely putting a lot of work into at least this show.
I'm excited for him. I'm very excited for him.
Yeah.
Zoro
Yeah.
is like hands down everyone's favorite. For some reason, Nami is like, it's the hair that keeps bothering people. Do you guys? I'm not that bothered by it, but I'm a fan of the Fifth Element.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
I
I think
mean,
it's just lighting. I think it looks like, all right, this looks like, I don't mean this insultingly, like, it looks like cosplay in some shots, but other shots with the different lighting, it looks, I don't know,
Yeah.
more natural.
yeah.
But again, Zoro has green hair, so who cares?
I don't know. I kind of agree with that point where, at some it's that good, but in some shots it looks better. Like, honestly, in some shots, Zoro's green hair looks really good. I barely notice it.
Yeah, I don't
Even
think it's
Nami
like too
looks
bad of a
okay
sticking
to
point
me.
for anything else.
Yeah. It just depends on whichever shot it is,
I mean, I think the worst shot is just when he does the Gum Gum pistol. It's just like the lighting is just
Oh,
too
fair,
stark
yeah.
between like the pure black background and everything, where it's like,
Yeah, and
As
plus
long as
everyone
it's gonna
knows
be
that
quick in
scene
the
is in the
fight.
black.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? I'll say this: the CG, it looks better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh,
So-
the Sea Kings look great in my opinion.
Oh yeah. I said CG, but okay.
No, that's
Yeah,
what I meant.
but even the seeking, I
The
think, is a
Sea King.
CGI.
Yeah. The Sea Kings look pretty good. I don't
CG
know.
seeking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was going to look way worse, and at least it doesn't. I mean, visually, just from what we've seen, it definitely doesn't look bad. It still could be bad, but it doesn't look bad.
I can't wait to see if they do some kind of practical. I know they're gonna have to do practical rubbery effects, like
Mhm.
I don't know, like Luffy putting his arm around someone or something, and then when he has to hold them, that would be better as a practical effect. And
Huh.
that's
Again,
what I'm
what's the
excited to see.
fighting
yeah.
style? What's the fighting style of this Luffy? Like, are we gonna get like a neck stretch and like him giving someone the bell,
Oh,
headbutting him? Like, I don't know if we're gonna get
don't.
that.
That's Luffy's
That's pretty
serious
hard.
move. The bell move is when he gets serious.
Well, that's against Captain Kuro in Syrup Village. Like, he's all wrapped around him, and they stretches his head all the way back and knocks the hell out of him.
Oh, God, I don't know if they're going to do that. I mean,
But that's what I mean, to Drew's
Absolutely, they're
point.
gonna do that, bro. Absolutely.
We'll
That's-
we'll
I mean-
have to see. We'll have to
Let's
see what it
see.
looks like.
Well, yeah. I'll hold.
I
off on
think-
expectations, so.
I don't know. I mean, they might do that. How what they're doing with Zoro, where they're specifically like Zoro's mostly just going to use 2 swords, but when when only in very special, serious moments he gets out the 3rd sword.
And that's true in the show as well, and in the anime.
Yeah.
Three sword shot in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, when
pretty
he's up
sure
against Mr. Seven.
I'm pretty sure there is a shot where he has like 3 swords on his belt.
No, did you guys know about the Mr. Seven shot? 36 seconds.
Wait, show me it.
So 36 seconds into the Netflix One Piece trailer. Mr. Seven. And so Mr. Seven is from Baroque Works.
Oh.
He's the one that came in with the original offer to
Oh yeah.
for
Yeah, I
Zoro
completely
to join.
forgot about
And Zoro
that.
said, I'll only join if I was the leader of it. Well, Oda later, someone said, "Who was that?" And so Oda in SBS drew a picture of him with a rooster, like a rooster. And so now we see Mr. Seven. So
Oh.
we're gonna see a little fight scene that we did not get in the anime or not get in the anything. So yeah, Mr. Seven
Okay.
is Zoro. And right here we got while I'm on this stopped the black bandana on the arm. I actually didn't see that until just now.
Okay.
And,
Another detail that I'm not really bothered them changing from dark green to black. I'm not really bothered by it.
So,
Yeah, it's the most minor little costume change. Where
Wait, his bandana's dark green?
Yeah, in the anime.
Oh yeah, that's
Wow.
right.
I'll have to look again.
I don't remember that. I know it's right.
I've-
Though. Sure.
I'll
We
believe
didn't
you.
get Shanks' face.
Oh, what were you saying?
We didn't get Shanks' face, so we got his,
Yeah, we
face,
didn't
not
get
his
Shanks'
hair.
face.
Yeah, we did get a shot of Shanks, which I hope to God the romance stuff just doesn't get finished like in 5 minutes or whatever. I hope it's like at least half an
Well,
episode.
do you want to know the episode titles?
I did look on IMDb before, and I'm like, please don't get my worst fears.
Okay.
Which is
Okay. Number
My
one.
worst fear is, at least for the Luffy flashback / romance Dawn, it's just all going to be condensed in like 5 to 10 minutes.
they might. I think they're their own episode.
Hopefully it's a whole episode.
Okay.
But I think it might, I don't know. I'm having a feeling because it's 8 episodes, and I'll be kind of fine if it's like half the episode, half of the first episode is Romance Dawn. I'll be honestly fine with that.
I could see it ending with the Barate. Wait,
Can I name it? Because I have the episode title here. I would like
the
to.
man who wears the straw hat, the worst in the East, the girl with the sawfish tattoo. Interesting. So we're gonna get Arlong.
I think some of them are in the wrong order, but yeah, we're definitely getting Arlong.
What's in the wrong order? Do you think?
I mean, they have the reverse mountain shot in the trailer, so
What?
yeah,
I don't know
everybody
if they're going-
declaring their
Oh, yeah,
dreams.
I
With
mean,
everybody's foot on the barrel.
yeah, but I just don't think they're going to, do Log Town or even go to Reverse Mountain. I think they'll do the shot, but they're not going to do the, like, I could totally see it in the series where, everyone's bickering like, oh, we're not a crew, until, at the end of the series we're officially in a crew now, and they do the thing.
Oh, look at this.
I also
though. You're
do
right.
know
Look
we
at
have
4.
to-
Barrel?
Wait, hold on. Look at episode 4 and 5 here. Eat at the Baratier, and then 5. The pirates are coming. So Usopp's How does
I'm
Luffy
sure.
get his ship in that shot where he's outside the Baratier?
Let me pull up the episode's order real quick.
Well, it's on the stream, and then I'd get a view too if you went.
Yeah. Let me look.
Anyway, so that's a little confusing. Worst in the East, we can assume that they're talking about Axan Morgan and Elvita there. Worst in the East. The girl.
That's Arlong, bro.
So
Arlong was the worst in the East.
Worst in the East, but that is the first episode, right?
Oh, wait a minute. Is 8 number
Roman-
1, and then number 1 is number 8? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
My mind is
I've been-
blown right now.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. It's in the wrong order.
I was like, they're fucking everything
No.
up. Sorry for
Yeah,
saying
ignore your
Failed
fault.
us again.
In Google.
that was scary. What the hell? Disable my.
I'm just like, there's no way Alvita's worse in the East.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's in reverse order.
Okay.
Warlord
Worst in the
Alvita.
East, the girl. Okay.
Can't
so
wait
the
to see
wor-
her
So
hot.
you're saying
What?
so no Logtown or just a quick Logtown? Because you can do Logtown pretty quick.
That might
I
be
mean,
the
you
final
can, but I'm feeling like they're probably going to dedicate like many episodes. They're probably dedicating like at least 2, maybe 3 episodes to Arlong Park. Like, honestly, if you told me like Baratier is like 1.5, and like the second half of episode what is it 6 or 7, or the one that's Chef and the Short Boy, like that's partly half of it's going to Arlong.
Right.
I could believe that.
Worst in the East. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you have to end worst of the East. Defeating Arlong, and then quick get Zoro his swords, and then have Smoker chase him out of there. Something like that.
Well, here's the thing. I think we're expecting the foot on the barrel to be when they're going up the rapids, and I think the foot on the barrel is going to be them going to Logtown.
Yeah, I could believe that. Honestly.
Slow it down.
And the foot on the
Slow
barrel
it down.
shot, I think now that I'm looking at it, I mean, who knows what they'll change, but like the weather doesn't match for the.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I wouldn't go that far, bro. If we're thinking weather, nighttime, daytime, all of that, I am throwing that right out the window.
Well,
Yeah.
but yeah, like entering Reverse Mountain, there's a giant storm, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah,
That's-
so I absolutely do not think they are. I mean, we might do Lockdown, but they're definitely not hitting Reverse Mountain. Definitely.
Oh man, I'm trying to get. Where's that shot? I can't get it.
If they're doing Logtown, then they're doing the scene on top of the scaffolding with Dragon. I just don't see that happening.
Well, have Smoker Tashigi been announced as?
Oh my goodness!
No casting that I saw.
They can't even afford that. If after Arlong Park, they cannot afford Smoker's CG.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
okay.
so
Yeah.
Because
Are
they
we
at least
getting
have
the
the
entirety of
Logtown set at
Baratier?
least. But...
in a single episode?
A lot of people were talking.
I know. I'm getting
So-
excited.
Are we getting the entirety of Baratier in a single episode?
I think we might get it. Like, it seems like just from the episode titles, maybe 2 or 1.5.
And where is Mihawk?
Me.
Probably Chef and his chore boy.
Yeah. Probably there.
Or the girl with the sawfish tattoo. So either those, in between those, because the girl with the sawfish tattoo goes into the worst in the East, which is the final episode.
My bet is Eat at Baratier is when the Mihawk fight happens.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of feel like they're probably like Baratier. It gets like 2 episodes, but not like the second one ain't like all of it. They're probably going to give more episode time to Arlong Park than Baratier. At least just how I feel.
The CG for Arlong Park makes or breaks this entire thing.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
damn.
They did not show that.
They did not, for a reason.
Yeah, dang.
Or they're just waiting for the next trailer, because I guess they've had this trailer in the bag for a while.
I'm sure that's.
Because I
If
guess
we
that
start
probably-
getting Oda dark silhouettes in these trailers, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, I know. Hey, can we just hit back on something? We're talking about like where this is going to end. You guys are maybe we're all agreeing that it ends getting to Logtown, right?
Yeah.
So that means season 2 starts in Logtown, and I love that. Like, and then we go through the whole like that gives more meat to the whole before Alabasta thing as well. Because for this show to succeed, we have to get a season 2, obviously. And
I mean, for this show to succeed, it has to do season 1 good.
yeah, right.
I mean, I'm just telling you. Like, obviously, everyone wants to get, obviously, to the grand line. That's what everyone wants. But, for it to get to that, you have to nail this.
We all
I'm
want to
gonna
see
tell
Jamie
you
Lee
guys-
Curtis as Cray, huh?
And
I'm
given
gonna tell you guys the one thing.
live action.
God, wait, hold on.
The one thing in Tell No Tales that is going to make or break this entire series, and that is when we get to Orangetown and we meet Shushu. If they do Shushu right, the entire
Yeah,
internet is going
Shushu,
to
top
know.
100 popularity poll character.
Internet loves its animals, man. If they do it right, if they include him, it's a wrap. Like the entire internet's gonna love it.
Oh, wait, what
yeah.
about
If
the
they-
I mean,
lion?
I didn't watch Bebop, but how did they treat Ein in Netflix Bebop?
They didn't get to Ein yet. No, wait, they did have him. Actually, shit, it's been a while since I watched Bebop. So I gotta rewatch that, but I will always defend, they had the perfect casting choices. It's just, episodes can fluctuate from, like, a 4 to an 8 in
And
quality.
that's kind of where we're at here.
Yeah.
We're
And I'm
expecting the timelines to be very similar, but a lot of people were doing the same thing with Bebop. If the timelines aren't similar, like they all meet at the same time, we have to be ready for stuff like that.
Yeah, and in terms of writing, like, of course, there's like stuff you're gonna have to cut and condense. And I mean, do we know what are these like hour-long episodes? Do we know?
We don't know. I presume they're hour long. And like, okay, another thing that bothered me about Bebop, like the episodes can go anywhere from like 28 minutes to like 56 minutes,
Oh, really?
and they're
that's
not
bad.
consistent.
I
just
love
want
my
very
heart hurts
should
so
be
much
like
that
40
Bebop isn't
minutes.
around.
I just want some consistency, guys. Okay?
Around 1 hour for the One Piece live action. Okay. Any other thoughts on the live action, or should we keep talking about it, or should we go to the next thing?
I'm surprised none of you mentioned it. The sets, I freaking love the sets. I think all the sets look
Yes.
amazing.
Yes, and they put a lot of work into it. That's like the first thing that they're advertising, and then they
Yeah.
they spend
they
a lot of time
put-
on it. A lot of jobs in South Africa.
Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but-
think-
Feels real. That's all I'll say.
and
The One
oh my
Piece
God,
show is
in the
real.
trailer, we have not talked about Buggy. What the hell?
Oh yeah, Buggy.
Alright, Buggy
they're doing
is
it
at
right.
45
They're
seconds.
doing it right being creepy. They're doing it right being creepy, and then him having the comic relief, if they even go that route.
Did you
Like-
imagine if they scaled down his nose?
Well, that looks like his actual nose, right? Then that's the whole thing, because look at it, it's like all porous.
Yeah.
and, like that, because he has a what do they call it, boil on his nose or whatever. He has like one of those noses that are weird. That's like
Yeah,
IRL.
with Buggy, it's easier to create to create this thing, a fake nose,
I
since
think,
he's a clown.
yeah, I think this is in the middle of a CGI scene where he's about to like tear his whole body apart, and the camera is like eye fished and everything. So I mean, it looks hella CG to me. It just looks a little uncanny to me, like straight up. But I think that's because we're in the middle of an action scene right now. So I'm definitely.
What's the bigger effects test? Gum Gum or Buggy's ability?
Buggy's ability.
Probably Buggy's ability,
Yeah,
honestly.
I said this at work, but guys, that's just Adam's family. Like, I mean, that's just like the hand thing.
It is true.
Like that's been done. That has been done. That is easy. You could have just a dude. You could have like two 4 different people running around in a bodysuit, and the only thing that's uncovered is like a portion of their body, and then you could have the hands running around doing a bunch of stuff. That's a really fun effect. You could do that. I could do that. So I don't know. Buggy's thing doesn't really. But if he's like going around in a circle and doing this thing in the tent, like what he was doing when he was telling everybody that about the Buggy's delivery service, then that.
If he gets there, we'll see. But I think this Buggy is
Eventually.
good. I think this Buggy is good because this is still the antagonist Buggy, and we have firmly integrated this person as no longer an antagonist. So we have to keep in mind that for this season, pure and simple, this is a villain.
Right.
Yeah,
And he is a villain.
yeah,
He's a villain in the story too.
And he's an antagonist in the story. I wouldn't call him a villain. After
Mm.
Orange Town, after Impel Down, I wouldn't call him a villain anymore.
I would call him a joke.
I meant
Easily.
during
That joke's an emperor.
Hey man, jokes can get pretty far.
they listen to him. Mihawk and
Oh no! The effects test is going to be that damn lion.
I was thinking about that and how great that would be if it was
God
practical.
dang it! I completely forgot about it.
Bro, just
I
have
was
him
just
sitting
thinking.
on like a practical like lion that's sleeping. You know what I mean? Like just make like a giant lion that then like get up, Mochi, and he just keeps sleeping. Like that would be like the best. I think that would be a cool practical way to do it. But I don't know. But I don't know what they're gonna do.
The lion's thought bubbles of him becoming the new leader and all that, and then Hot Alvita coming and taking over all. Did I mention I'm excited for Hot Alvita?
Do they get an actual lion?
I don't
Richie.
think they
Richie
will.
is his name.
Yeah, Richie.
Richie.
Do they get an actual lion, or do they make it practical, or do they CG it?
Has to be.
They're
serious.
probably CGing it
The
if
stuff
they're
that
going to
Richie
do
does,
it.
If they lean into Richie's personality, who is a big goober, after Luffy was it a corkscrew I want to say that took him out? It was one of those to get the final box back. After that, he's been a giant goober.
Right. Hey, wait. What? Star Wars. You know, like in their side series, don't they have like big
Griffith
creatures
story.
that they
What?
can do really well? Like when they ride stuff, like they can do those CG. Star Wars can do their CG big woolly monsters pretty well, right?
I mean, yeah, but the difference is it's Star Wars. It has a lot more money definitely being pumped into it.
Also, feline is a completely different beast than some kangaroo monster thing.
Mhm.
A giant lion is
fair.
a completely different beast.
Yeah, like
literally.
those aliens are easier to accept as CG than something you know for real.
What about
Yeah.
Avatar? What was the thing? Oh, Yip Yip, Appa.
Tanta?
Appa.
Appa.
Oh, great. I can't wait until the new live action show completely ruins it again.
Oh, I
Appa
forgot about that.
live action, because I feel like that was half practical, half CG, right?
I don't know what the hell's going up with it. I do know, the original creators, they were on the project until they decided to leave, and the composer.
Yeah, well, they made him hide away in his own cabin to write the script and stuff, right? And he has now he has his own staff, but now you're saying that people are quitting.
Well,
At
there's
least
the
I know the original creators and the composer, they just straight up left the project. So I have no idea what the hell's happening with this new live action show.
Cast live action. Trouble?
Hopefully better than what has happened with One Piece. So One Piece sounds like it's been in better hands at least.
Yeah. Because at least just from the interview from these people, it's pretty obvious that these people love One Piece. Doesn't mean they'll necessarily make a good show, but at least they love it.
Did you see the cast of Avatar: Last Bender and One Piece met on the red carpet?
No.
Oh, wait, actually?
Yeah. Let's see, Avatar cast and One Piece live action.
Yeah, it's just oh boy. Yeah, I just hope it doesn't suck at least.
I think the potential's there. It seems like they know what they're doing.
Could be.
The
Well,
action-
I think the first week, let's see.
Okay, there it is. I have it on the stream now. But anyway,
It'll take a minute to reach me.
I know it's gonna take forever. But anyway, so yeah, what else? Anything else? We talked about Buggy. The next thing on my list is because I feel like maybe we should get going. You know, it's like 12:30, so the current chapter. So what happened in the last chapter? Just for cool. This is just for Cool Kid and Bill, really, because they're the only ones that didn't get to say their opinions. But here, let me just give you a little refresher while you're thinking, or while you can even talk if you want. Bill, what do you think of the last chapter, if you can remember it?
I'm excited. Well, one, getting the names and titles of the elders there.
Oh yeah, they
waited
named them
so
all,
long
like, right in a row
for everything.
Oh yeah.
Getting more, the ramp up for the Holy Knights as potentially the next group that the Straw Hats left to. I mean, that's the thing with the story. Like, I don't know where it's gonna go right now. Like, where are they gonna go once they flee Egghead? Who's, where are they gonna be confronted by the Holy Knights if they're even the next, immediate threat?
Oh yeah. Man, I don't know what Oda's planning to do with the Holy Knights. I mean, he's obviously setting them up to be, kind of a big deal, but
yeah, is this gonna be for this arc, or is this for the next arc? Because it'd be wild if they just sent the Holy Knights over right now.
Oh man, that would be freaking crazy. Yeah.
This arc is already crazy as it is.
I mean,
With,
especially considering we haven't seen Luffy a while.
Wait, where are we?
Also with the Gorosei heading to Egghead, a Blackbeard pirate also heading to Egghead.
Everyone's heading to Egghead. We thought this arc would be short. No.
And three more Seraphim to worry about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Doji,
Seraphim.
Crocodile, and Moria.
Who's the best Seraphim? Go.
Yes.
Doji.
Doflamingo is just
Sophie,
a horrible
I'm
little
sorry.
gremlin in Seraphim form. So
I love it so much.
Oh god, yes.
Sorry, a crocodile, because she's gonna be really great.
Thank you for saying shit. I love you so much.
My god, of course you could have forgotten about that.
Oh, we are so good. We are best friends for a reason.
Oh god.
Like that theory right there. Like, okay. Speaking of Emu, watching YouTube videos, right? So Emu also figures out. Emu's probably sorry. I know Ivankov. Sorry, is watching YouTube videos because Ivankov figures out that Emu is in fact an ancient person who's been living forever.
Oh yeah, the conspiracy theory of Ivankov? Yeah, that was funny.
But yes, and so now it's canon. Okay, not canon, but the theory is right. Okay, obviously Umu is immortal with Law's devil fruit, probably, which is what
maybe.
The use of Law's devil fruit. We got to get that one scored
So
out.
what do you think the
because
difference there is?
someone used it on Law. Emu doesn't have the devil fruit.
Well, obviously he doesn't have the devil fruit, but someone
Used it on him.
used it on him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because you die if you use it on your.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe the immoral surgery, you die if you do it.
So that's fun. So Ivankov is really into the whole. Do you guys really think that Crocodile's a girl?
I think that opportunity is open because of who Ivankov is.
Oh my god. I did. Look,
I mean, you have
do I
one
think-
Blackbeard's crew to do it.
I know, that's what I was thinking too.
That was amazing.
Look.
I'm sorry,
Look.
Law had a rat.
God. Okay, I'll say is. Okay.
Yeah.
All I'll say is Crocodile could actually be a girl, but definitely
There
not
we
Luffy's
go.
mom. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not buying it. I'm buying half of it.
Okay, half. We'll live with half. We'll live with half.
Look, One Piece is always full of surprises.
Dude, you're telling me.
You guys are just going wild.
Oh my god.
Super stream, man.
Big stream.
Gotta go with that super stream.
Okay. So we're talking about that. Sanji's not Sanji's. But Shanks' dad.
Yeah, totally not Shanks' dad. Yeah, totally.
Shanks is relative, let's say. Or should we? How about this? We haven't done a poll.
Let's do it.
But
I know.
Who is
We should do
Ferdinand?
that.
We don't have
Dad, uncle, cousin, grandpa, or we can do something else. What are you thinking?
Dad.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I'll jump in and set that up.
Okay, thank you. Because I forget how to do that. I don't forget. I've never done that. But yeah, I like the idea that this is his dad, and like Gold Roger just like was like, yeah, I'm taking you, because he's an asshole. I don't know. There could be a lot of things, but yeah, that sword hilt, like it's the same posture. I don't know. It's all cool. It's all cool. I
mean, everything is true until proven otherwise.
yeah. That's how people act in the One Piece community.
So the reason that we can make this connection
That's fair.
is because of film, whatever. What was that film?
In red.
Film Red.
Film Red? Yeah. Where
Tells us that Shanks.
Shanks, not Sanji.
Shanks' last name.
That ain't
is
Sanji's uncle.
Figurehead.
That's
Right? Yeah. So that's why we know that. What else? Oh, yeah, then he's, like, in charge of the other Celestial Dragons. So that's a little confusing, but he's not a Gorosei. So, it's interesting.
I don't know. Like, the way I interpret it is the Holy Knights are more or less kind of like judges, while obviously, yes, the Gorosei have all above control. These guys are like the judges. They, I guess, kind of execute laws and determine stuff. But if it's there's directly an order from the Gorosei, they'll still do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, who knows if we'll get a full chain of command of everyone down from the Celestial Dragons, who does what. I mean, we were already kind of getting that with the Gorosei's titles and everything, but I mean, there's still so many interconnected parts of the government that can. I don't know. I'm just excited to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I think the Holy Knights are more of you could say something similar to the Cypher Pole, but on a way higher level. So maybe a faction that doesn't even report to the Gorosei and reports directly to Imu.
Oh, that would be insane.
Or because this Garling, at the very least, he should be at the same level with the Gorosei.
He's like a god of the. I don't know. He's interesting.
That's what I think. At the very least, he should be on the same level as the Gorosei. And so I think it's just that the Holy Knights, no one knows of them except. Wait, when were they first? Okay, they were first introduced in while this guy was talking, right? Dragon. So even if Dragon knows of them, I don't think they're a group that's supposed to be known to the public. So just like I said, similar to the Cypher Pole, but only in extreme measures, in terms of extreme measures, that's when they'll come out.
Yeah, they're the ultimate controllers of information above CP0 preventing most things, or the media.
Yeah.
But these things we're not letting people know that a Celestial Dragon got murdered. So that's something from the very, very top.
Okay.
Yeah, also the ultimate form of secret service and defense for the capital.
Yeah, are they Celestial Dragons personal bodyguards?
I probably wouldn't say
Not
personal
the
bodyguards,
Because aren't
Yeah,
CP0 supposed to be the bodyguards of the Celestial Dragon?
Mm-hmm. So that is why I say not even report to the Gorosei, but report if they report to someone, then maybe to Imu directly.
Okay.
I can see that more.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay. Next chapter. I'm thinking. I miss Egghead. I'm thinking we go back to Egghead and see what Luffy's
not
up to.
going to lie.
Well, I'll do a quick count on overall chapters and then how long it's been from Egghead.
Yeah.
But Samurai Drew, do you want to do the poll announcement?
Yes.
and go
Yeah.
through
Let me hype it up. So we got the poll here. Now we've already had a few entries here. 7 votes, which is great. No, I'm just kidding. But there's 8 votes now.
Really?
And now we got Daddy in the lead at 50%, Uncle 34%,
Oh.
and Brother 12%. No, you crazy conspiracy theorist at 0% because we don't play that game here. We're all conspiracy theorists.
Hey, look. I might have some theories, but I ain't no conspiracy theorist.
Ivanka will be mad.
So yeah, Daddy's winning.
So, real quick, am I starting the count for Egghead at 1058? And that's the new Emperor's chapter, or am I starting it at 1062? Adventure in the Land of Science.
What does your heart say?
Actually, what is it?
God, it's just been
No, it's
so
1061.
long.
Sorry, 1061. The Future Island Egghead. So I could either of those.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I'm trying to
I
get
could start at 58 or 61. What are the thoughts?
Let's say 58 because that sounds dramatic, and it's further away.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 58. Okay, let's see what happens in 50. What? 58? They're still on the ship.
58, 78. Yeah, they just started. That's the in between. Wano just ended last chapter before they went off the falls.
I see.
So that's what I mean by 1058.
No. Well, we're talking about
You
regular
guys know it. I'll be
flashback.
back in a minute.
All right. So
Yeah, last time
Egghead then is 1061. So okay.
1061. Yeah, so I'm gonna look. I'm gonna see where we left off there. 1061 is the last time we were on Egghead.
Yeah.
1061 is when Egghead started.
No. When was the last time we were on Egghead Island before the?
Yeah, like,
I'm doing that count right now, but I'm
I
just
see.
telling you overall, we have been in Egghead Island for 25 chapters.
Heard.
I
That's
mean,
that was the
technically,
conversation. How long is Egghead?
I meant since we've been on Egghead.
Yeah, so Egghead is officially 25 chapters as of right now.
yeah. I mean,
1076. I got.
I'm looking at them in 1077.
Oh shit. Never mind.
So Escape Limit, we're still with them. 1080.
Damn.
You have the Hero of Legend. So we did start the Backflash. Yep. So Backflash started in 1080.
Okay.
Yeah, because 1080 was Garp. Oh my God, that was 6 chapters ago.
Man, 6 chapters. I mean, like we haven't focused on the Straw Hats or any of them for like at least 6 chapters.
No, because the last time we really focused on the Straw Hats were, I think it was before.
Oh, Wayne, I think you're actually losing some service. Can everyone else hear, or is it just me?
He got out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
1069. Let's see. Yeah, and they're all fighting the Seraphim.
But I mean, like, how long did we go without stretches of the Straw Hats and like Wano? It ever been like this long?
I mean, the thing with like Oda, it was within the in betweens, and there were like I think at max like 3 to 5 chapters long. Now we're at like it feels like we just haven't been with the Straw Hats in quite a while.
1078 is the chapter.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I think the way Oda is trying to structure the thing, like Wano as a more as a more standalone arc on its own, So that is why maybe he didn't want to stray too long away from the Straw Hats being the center of attention, or like Wano in general being the center of attention. But this one, it is more like, okay, we're done with Wano. Now we have to fill in the gap of what we missed while in Wano. So there are a lot of gaps that need to be filled in. So I think that is why like he's trying to use this arc to fill that in, while like he can move away for a quite significant time away from the Straw Hats.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. We've left Egghead, quote unquote, left on 1079.
And let
March
the hunt
26th.
begin by young Boa. So the Seraphim are hunting over after the Straw Hats right now.
Yep, in 1079. And that's the last time we saw him. So it's been
Frankie's
8
the
chapters.
first to go.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wait, was that you, Wayne? That was like, yeah. Well, if Frankie is full of rocks right now and he gets hit, then he's gonna have to make a new Frankie body.
I didn't say that, but that makes sense.
Well,
No, Drew, I was talking to you at work about that. Like, oh, what if Frankie happens to rebuild himself
Oh,
on
is that
Egghead
you?
with,
Oh,
like,
then
better
did you
with better
Oh,
Egghead
yo, that would
compared
sound cool.
compared to
Actually-
Baltimore.
That makes sense because of the. I still believe his bounty poster has something to do with the story because it's Sunny. So I could definitely see him rebuilding his body and looking different.
right.
That being that part of that whole.
Do you think Frankie could incorporate the satellite tech into himself? We have a bunch of different Frankies now. Frankie
Oh
could
my
become
goodness.
Frankie
Oh my
becomes the
god.
Sunny while his other body's still
I
running.
thought that-
Or he becomes the next satellite.
I-
There we go.
oh, that
Man,
would be
that-
cool.
Or he
Oh,
becomes
that
his own
sounds.
satellite with his own satellite with the what do you call them? The other personalities.
Yeah, the other satellites.
Satellite.
Yeah,
Hey,
the satellite
Mucho
body.
Dinero.
Satellite.
Mucho Dinero says, "Yo, Warlords, what's up?" Mucho Dinero?
Yo.
Welcome
It's
back.
been a long, crazy stream, Mucho. Welcome to the fun.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
A
So
little bit of understanding, Mucho. Just a heads up: 25 chapters of Egghead, 8 chapters since we last saw the crew.
Yeah, it just. I don't know. It just sounds. It just feels like it's just been forever since we've seen like Luffy or any of them. I don't
we
know.
need some
Oda.
reinforcements.
Yeah, because 8 chapters is months ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
March
it-
26th.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know if Oda is still planning to do stuff outside of Egghead, but it just I have no clue what Oda exactly is planning next.
Well, I guess I can do the next part of the conversation. Now that we're back in real time, what's the next thing? Are we going to Garp and Kuzan, or are we going to Law? Are we going to Kid, or are we going back to Egghead? What are the thoughts? And Mucho, definitely let us know your thoughts on like, all right, we're back out. They're still talking. We got Frigarland and all that. Also, Mucho, please vote in the poll about who Saint Frigarland is. But yeah, what are the thoughts on these next few chapters we're gonna get?
I
Okay,
think
yeah.
it's been too soon since we saw Law's potential fate, where that seems like the kind of thing that'll just show up suddenly in a later
Right.
chapter. Where it's like, oh, have you heard about what happened to Law? Here's his fate. Da da da. Beppo shows up somewhere or something. But
Too long, Beppo, finally.
Sulang Beppo's good.
Yeah.
And what was that? Because he transformed without the moon, right?
A Rumble Ball moon equivalency, yeah.
Ooh.
So yeah, so Law's good, but Kid hopefully killed.
I feel like someone's going to kill you over that opinion.
I'm fine with it.
I would love for them to go back to Egghead and let's deal with freaking Kuzan, the Gorosei guy, escaping. All we need is that hot chick.
Kizaru?
What's that?
Kizaru.
Kizaru. Who'd I say?
Kuzan.
Oh, Kizaru. My bad.
Yeah, Keezer. Yeah.
Kizaru's coming. And yeah, we just need the the satellite girl that we were first introduced to, because she's obviously main character energy. You know, she's
Yeah, but
she's
so is
Kara
Yamato.
energy. She's Kara
You're-
energy.
Hmm.
So we just get her and get out of there, and either Vegapunk gets captured by the military or whatever, the Marines, or he dies. But I don't think he's gonna die. I think he's gonna get captured. But
If Vegapunk died, what would happen to his satellite?
well, I think it'd be
They'll
okay.
feed
The
it.
Devil Fruit aspect.
Huh.
He can't control the satellites.
Yeah.
You gotta
So,
figure that one out.
Yeah.
huh.
So-
Maybe actually, they might actually even work, independently from Vegapunk. Like even if Vegapunk dies, they might still, technically exist.
I think that's
Well,
that's a guarantee. But I'm not even saying that Vegapunk will die anyway.
Are we done with the Revolutionary Army? I think
Okay.
that's probably the first question. Like, are we still staying with the Revolutionary Army? Are we
What do you want
planning to
them to
leave
do?
them and then go to Vegapunk? What'd you say?
What do you want them to do?
I didn't know what they were going to do. They're taking out the food storage of the world government. You got Fujitora, who is saving slaves.
Freaks.
Like, I still remember me and Drew freaked out in the stream when we read that. Just like, go. Absolute go character. As he's dropping Meteor, can that joke still hit? I'm sorry.
Can we just drop a
Dressrosa was
meteor on
a
everybody?
decade ago for me.
Because he just
And
wants to
it's still
destroy that
funny.
place anyway.
Oh my! Like Fujitora never fit as an admiral, and for him to be doing all this stuff is great for his. It's so amazing, absolutely amazing.
Heard. Bill, really quick. Okay, so we all have different like Kuzan. Who would be on the Straw Hats? Okay, Luffy, Zoro, or Sanji. Who would be best up against Kuzan? Not necessarily. Maybe I think all of them could beat him, but like, who would be the coolest fight? Do you think out of those three?
Robin.
Out
Out of those three, I mean, in terms of history, I would want to see that fight.
Does she have
But-
hockey now, though?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
That's the only way that she's staying in a fight.
In terms of those three, I
Oh my God, I'm power scaling.
I,
No,
I, I kind of want to give it to
No,
Sanji.
Sanji is my number one choice. They're kickers. They're both fast. Sanji. Do you guys know that Sanji is so fast you can't even see him?
oh yeah, he created his own
yeah.
invisibility shield.
Mucho Dinero
And-
says,
Go ahead.
I'm
I was
thinking.
gonna ask that.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Mucho Dinero says, I'm thinking we head back to Egghead for its end with almost all cards on the table now. The only thing actually missing is your anus. Yeah.
Uranus.
Well, that's how some people like
It's
to say.
attached to the master frame.
Also, who's your guys' favorite Seraphim? I think I like Crocodile, and I think everyone else likes Dofi. Is that right?
I'm Dofi.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Let's say
liked
Dofi.
I liked Little Jinbei a lot, but Dofi is just
Dude,
he just looks like he's the worst.
Jinbei's face when he saw that child, he's like, that baby looks a lot like me. This is very interesting. That was great.
Question-
I love that.
Question about the Seraphim: is it just the original Warlords that we know, or do you think he made more from later Warlords?
It's looking
Ah,
like it's
Baby
just the.
Law?
I want
I
it.
am really curious if
Baby Buggy?
Seraphim Law shows up.
The internet will not be able to manage if we get a baby Buggy and a baby Law.
Well, you know how Kings, when he was making all those Sanji clones, like all the Vincefolk clones, they said that it took like 5 years to make a full size clone, or it was like took shorter amount of time basically to make him fully adult, but that they took these Seraphim out early. Okay, so I think it's the original 7 because they just needed the time from when the series started for them to get this age.
Fair.
Because if it was
Heard. Love it.
Yeah.
Here's my-
Then you
I
have
might
to think
have a
about it,
theory.
like with him being able to make human clones, like Stealthy.
Oh God, we haven't even gotten there yet.
Yeah, like with him able to make actual human clones, it is crazy. Like
Stella.
how much of your DNA does he need to make your clone?
I'm gonna go into my far-fetched cloning theory. Is
Okay, let's hear it.
Hold on, let me put my tinfoil
Alright.
hat on.
All right, here we go. Because we got clones, we got Judge.
Mhm.
We had the whole chapter series about Judge and Clown making their new
Hey!
new mads.
His name is Caesar, you monster! Caesar! He has a name. Clown.
I'm sorry.
Caesar the clown.
I was
I
like,
don't know.
Buggy?
I feel like Caesar and Judge have something. They're holding their cards close to their chest. They got some stuff they can whip up.
Maybe.
Sorry for cutting you off.
You know,
but
I think they played every hand they possibly had. Don't you think they're desperate at this point, or do you think they still have another
Yeah,
card
but
to play?
separately. Now they're together. I don't know. What could they do?
They're together, banded against their hatred. And I'm looking at 1074, and I'm looking at all three of them, Judge, Caesar, and Queen, because we have to remember Queen was a part of that. So, like, could you imagine them recruiting? Oh my God, if they recruit Queen, dude,
Yeah,
guys,
that would actually be
Oh.
sick. Oh my god, and they could make giant clone, beast men.
Oh my god.
well, depending on if King follows them, because Kaido's gone. Like,
Yeah,
who knows?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Caesar has made people bigger. He made those dumbass kids bigger. He did do that.
Hey,
Hey, don't.
can't remember the names, but hey, go ahead.
Anyway, no, that's all I have. We should probably wrap up pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm currently going through all the chapters right now, and I'm on 1073, and that's when we get Stussy's reveal. But it just says she's a clone, right?
She's a whole
Yeah.
ass clone that's not like
I think
hyper, like that ages fast or whatever.
interesting.
Maybe.
Do we get the reveal that she's a succubus, or does she just have succubus-like powers?
Actually,
I think she has a succubus fruit, right?
I'm looking.
I
right
don't
now.
think we get I don't think we get a reveal of her.
No, we don't get a reveal of anything.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
wait. Nope, just Mad's clone experiment. Clone of Miss Buckingham Stussy, Rocks Pirates. And again, we haven't talked about Stussy yet. We haven't talked about Bucking yet. For those who want to know where I'm at, I'm on 1072.
God,
So we are in official Clone Wars. Haven't even gotten there yet.
Clone Wars.
Like, it's so as far as clones, are we in agreement that Weevil is Newgate's clone and she's just calling it his son?
Oh, 100%.
I'm saying it's most likely. I'm not putting it out of a possibility that he might actually be, Whitebeard's son, but I think it's pretty clear that he's a clone by this point.
I mean, if she used to look like that, Newgate, I wouldn't blame you, bro.
Yeah, hell no, I wouldn't blame it. That would be like a good catch. Okay. So we got that. Predictions. Are we all kind of thinking we go back to Egghead, or does anybody?
I honestly think we're going back to Gar versus Kuzan.
Honestly, I think we should go back to Egghead because, like, it's been nonstop, like, playing a bunch of cards that are happening, throughout the world and everything, and I think we just need to finally get back to Egghead.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they've shown enough Reverie information where it's like, all right, you got
Reverie and what the
little
heck
lore
happened
dump.
during Wano.
Kuzan and Garpart Reverie.
Yeah, fair. I just think we need to finally get back to the Straw Hats, Do you know you miss Luffy?
No, if I get more Garp names attacked, are you serious? This dude grabbed the man by his face and threw him to the ocean and named it in the attack.
Man.
Yeah. Definitely would be a bigger impact if we see the reaction of what happens there from Luffy's view. For instance, if Luffy sees in the paper what happens to Garp. I think that.
Oh, God, yeah. Garp, please don't be
I just
dead.
want Garp to die off screen, man. I don't know about that.
He's not
Guard
really
dying
dying
off
off
screen
screen
would
though,
be
because we
dumb.
saw we can assume what happens. But anyway, Major Dinero has one more. I think I would really like to end this thing. So I have a theory.
Yeah, so let's end it off on that.
I have a
Yeah,
theory.
we'll come up with 2 hours. Yeah.
I have a theory that the Elder Stars in Emu Beast form may actually not be Devil Fruits, but an extension of their hockey. Remember, I was going crazy about that. Which takes form similar to Blackbeard's Darkness Fruit. The only problem with that...
That's what we originally thought.
That's what we originally thought, but the big smoking gun there is... remember, it's the cow. The cow guy. Because there's a guy with the cow horns, and he goes, Emu... he does the moo thing, and we can kind of see that they all transform. It's not a smoking gun, but it's like maybe 90% there. I'd only give it like maybe a 10% hockey idea.
Actually, since I wasn't there for that chapter, I do want to throw out a theory that I heard that Emu doesn't exactly have a devil fruit, but kind of an anti-devil fruit.
That's what.
Oh yeah, we I think in the stream with the review we were talking about like what if what if he's the opposite of Joyboy, whereby Joyboy being the one with the dreams, and then Emu being the nightmare, the nemesis.
Sad boy.
I like.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like the concept of kind of an anti-devil fruit, where it's just kind of the opposite of it in every way. I don't know. I just kind of like that concept, I guess.
That makes sense.
Cool.
Makes a lot of sense. And in that context, as we start winding down, Samurai Drew, we have, it seems like, a 10-vote poll. By the way, go ahead and like the stream if you can. It really does help us out. But it seems like we have a 10-vote poll. You want to go over them?
Daddy,
This could be the official?
Well, oh yeah, we'll go from wait. Well, Daddy's the winner. Close second, Uncle and Brother. Then no conspiracy theorist, anti-conspiracy theory voting. But yeah, Daddy has won, and it kind of makes sense because it'd be the most dramatic. An uncle, that's too anime. Oh, your uncle.
Like someone just messed that up.
New anime? This is One Piece, fool.
No, it is 45. Someone
else voted. You mad lads. It changed.
It changed?
It changed.
But you are my uncle. My uncle.
Daddy.
So, officially,
that's too
who
anime.
is Saint for Garland, Figureland Garling to Shanks? We have a tie at 45% between the Warlord community at Daddy and Uncle. And if anyone still needs to vote, I mean that you got one. Someone snuck one in.
That was
wow,
yes. I was on my high horse.
My God, it looks like he could either be his daddy or his uncle.
According to the Warlord community, Mucho, thank you so much for stopping by. I'll throw this back over to my partner in crime so he can go ahead and wrap up this amazing one.
Thank you for watching, like, and subscribe. And yeah, we'll come back. We're gonna take a break next week and then come back the following week. So right, or are we taking a two-week break?
No, next week we're off for the 4th of July holiday, and then we'll be back the following week. And it looks like it says 22 days until the next chapter, which is literally, looks to be the 16th. So we'll be off, and then next random stream, probably just anime, because we didn't even talk about the anime that we're watching or anything else. And then we can go into, theories for how Egghead ends.
Okay.
Yeah, when we come back, so.
Yeah.
And okay. Thank you, Cool Kid, for coming back. Sagreen, part of the you're always part of the rotation here. And then Bill, welcome. Thank you for coming on today. So proud of you for catching up to One Piece.
Oh, I finally done it, and I don't know what to do. Now they
Oh,
have
that's
One Piece
it's
to read.
so sad. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I
like
tell
mainly
people to take their time.
Yeah, that's the main reason.
Welcome
we do
to the
this.
club.
Yeah.
I've been inducted.
Yeah, and then and then obviously you'll lead the roles next week, right, Dark Brit?
Yeah, or 2 weeks.